Hello and welcome to this podcast on gender roles in Australian society and their impact on teenagers. Today we are joined by Dr. Declan Volkov, a psychologist who specializes in adolescent mental health. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Volkov.
Thank you for having me.
So let's start with the basics. What are gender roles and how do they affect teenagers in Australian society?
Gender roles refer to societal expectations about the behaviour, roles, and characteristics that are considered appropriate for men and women. These expectations can have the significant impact on teenagers' mental health and well-being. According to the 2021 Youth Survey by Mission Australia, 1 in 5 young people identified mental health as their top concern. The survey also found that young people who can experience discrimination based on their gender or their sexuality are at higher risk of mental health issues.
That's very concerning. Can you provide some specific examples of how gender roles affect teenagers?
Certainly. One common example in the expectation is that men should be strong and unemotional while women should be nurturing and emotional. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and anxiety, particularly for those who do not fit into these traditional gender roles. Another example is pressure on a young woman to conform to unrealistic beauty standards, which can lead to body image issues and low self-esteem.
From a Catholic perspective, how do concepts such as love, dignity, and human flourishing, conscience, and sexuality relate to this issue?
Well, Catholic teachings emphasize the inherent dignity of every human person regardless of gender. The Catechism of every Catholic Church states that each of the two sexes is an image of power and tenderness of God, with equal dignity throughout the different way. This means that both men and women are created equally in the eyes of God, and their worth is not determined by their adherence to traditional gender roles.
That's a powerful message. Can you provide some specific examples of how Catholic teaching can help teenagers navigate these issues?
Sure. For example, Catholic teachings emphasize the importance of love and respect in all relationships, including romantic relationships. This means that both partners should be treated with dignity and respect, and should be valued for who they are as individuals rather than being reduced to their gender roles.
That's an important message. Can you provide us with some specific quotes from the Bible that relate to this issue?
Sure. One example is the Galatians 3:28, which states that there is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither slave nor free, there is neither male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. This passage emphasizes the unit and equality of all people in Christ, regardless of their gender or societal factors.
That's a powerful message and a great note to end on. Thank you so much for joining us today, Dr. Volkov.
Thank you for having me.